1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Chua, 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 chua. Ooh, 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 ooh. Chua, 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 chua. Hey, hey, applause, applause, applause. Well, as you can see, we're feeling very jazzy around here today at KidTime StoryTime because we have Ella, Queen of Jazz, Ella Fitzgerald. Never heard of her? You're about to, and it's another famous person you're going to discover in here as well. But first, check out this beautiful cover. I never take the cover off the jacket, but look at this, how beautiful it was on the inside. Records, remember records? No, you don't remember records. Records, which were before CDs, which were before the cloud. Back when we actually held music in our hands. You've probably seen them around because they're kind of retro vintage, making a comeback. This right here is the lady of the hour, Ella. And these are her fellas. Hey guys. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hey, hey, I'm feeling jazzy myself. Yes, we're all feeling the jazz. Ella Fitzgerald loved to sing and she sang good. Now, technically we should say she sang well, but since we're trying to be all cool here, we'll say she sang good. All right, there she is by the microphone. Before long, Ella was taking her music up and down the country. Look at that in the van, going back and forth. Ella and her fellas at the Cellar Bar, 8 p.m. Frank's Bar and Grill. Tonight, Ella Fitzgerald singing blues and jazz standards, joined by the fellas. Tonight, Ella Fitzgerald and her fellas, 8 p.m. It was a crazy time, and Ella was on her way up, up, up. For one night only, Ella Fitzgerald and her fellas. It's cool, huh? Ella and her fellas. Wow, look at that. Driving everywhere in a van. No big fancy buses. No limousines, no drivers. They're just DIY, doing it themselves. Look at that, just taking their own equipment and driving themselves through the traffic day and night. But Ella and her band weren't welcome everywhere. Ella, you see, was black. And some folks didn't want her singing in their club. No. Including the biggest joint in town. And if you know anything about the music world, when you want to be big, you have to sing at the biggest places. What's this one? Tonight playing bebop, dance, swing. The lady sings jazz, toot toot. See, all the big fancy cars and the dressed up folks coming inside. But the biggest joint in town wouldn't let Ella perform because back then there was still heavy duty segregation and racism going on. Well, as you can see, this made the lady blue. I'm sorry, Ella, but the answer was no. Oh, when Ella heard this news about her not being able to sing in the biggest place in town, it hit her hard. That's it, fellas, she said. Maybe we're not destined for the big time. Oh, look that he's handing her a handkerchief to wipe away her tears, and they look pretty forlorn themselves. That's a fancy word for sad. But you would be too if you were wearing such cool clothing and had an awesome band and an amazing singer, and yet you couldn't play just anywhere. But the magic of Ella's music, and you know music is magical, had reached out to people all over. What kind of people? All kinds of people. Black people and white people and brown people and all the different shades of people. Look at that. They're all exchanging albums. Look at that. They're playing Ella, and the young people were all talking about her and sharing their albums. Check her out. You're going to love her. Well, the magic of Ella's music reached out to people all over and helped her to make friends she didn't even know she had. What kind of friends, you may be wondering? I am wondering. Well, we're gonna find out because one of them included one very special lady. Maybe it's this one in this very bottom little corner here that you might not have even noticed. Ella's friend, this secret friend who we still haven't seen, decided to help. You must book Ella Fitzgerald. She will be fabulous. If she plays, I will sit at the front every night for all the people and paparazzi in town to see. She's striking a deal so that if this big, fancy #1 music club in town plays Ella, this lady will be at the front row every night for all the people and paparazzi to see? What does that mean?
Well, storyteller, it obviously means that this person must be very famous and important.
Ah, you're right, Green Bear. That is exactly what it must mean. Why would paparazzi follow you around if you weren't? Well, this lady could be pretty persuasive. Not long after, ring, 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 ring. Pick up the phone, Ella. 'Cause Ella had a call. She and her fellas were asked to play the biggest joint in town, the very same one that had turned her away before. Tonight playing Ella Fitzgerald. And look at that. Look at the crowds all lining up because, well, Ella's a sensation. And just as her friend, her new mystery friend who we're about to see, had promised, Ella was fabulous. She was a hit with the crowd. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. And she's playing. And oh, who is this? Could this be her friend in the front row? Her mystery benefactor? Her angel of music right there in the front? I only see a blonde head of hair. Who could it be? There was Ella, and so was her friend right there. Marilyn Monroe, this one's for you. That's right. The famous blonde bombshell movie star, Marilyn Monroe, had heard Ella's music and came to her defense to make sure that she got to play at the fanciest club, even though she didn't know her. But she loved her music, and the power of music is a magical thing that will move people's souls. With every single night, the show just kept getting stronger and stronger, and so did their friendship. With all of Hollywood flocking to see them, Marilyn and Ella discovered that a little courage could go a long way. Who are all these famous people? Could this be Frank Sinatra, Old Blue Eyes? Look at all the fans and the press. That's a camera. That's an old-timey camera right there. Camera flash. Look at that. They're hanging out. All the celebrities are coming to see them. They get to chit-chat, I'm sure, after the show. Well, as the saying goes, all good things come to an end. And after one glorious week, it was time for Ella's final show. And Ella, well, she felt sad. I would too. But while the run might have ended, her friendship with Marilyn certainly had not. With a little help from her friend, Marilyn Monroe went on to become a great singer in her own films, and she even sang for the president. How about that? They became such good friends, she gave her a little vocal assist to help her become a chanteuse herself. That's a fancy French word for singer. And Ella, well, she went on to become known as the First Lady of Song, the Queen of Jazz, winning all these awards along the way. Look at these beautiful Grammy Awards. I think this is a Kennedy Center honor. This is a medal of some kind, a purple thing, a blue medal. Is that a freedom? Oh gosh, I wish I knew now. Now, I guess that's something that we're going to have to research ourselves later, because I want to know all the special kinds of medals that she won for her singing and for her worldwide efforts. Well, all this just goes to show what friends can do for one another. And that right there is a story of real girl power. How about that? Check it out. I'm going to get it close. I'm going to get it close so you can see. Do you see that? Oh, let me see. Oh, yeah, I got it right there. There's a real life photo right there of Ella Fitzgerald and Marilyn Monroe in the club. How about that? It's a true life story that sounds so amazing. It sounds like it's make-believe. But yep, they came from very different places too. Marilyn came from Los Angeles, California. Ella, she was born in Yonkers, New York. So they even came from different coasts, different worlds. But both of them had to fight hard to be women in entertainment back in an era that wasn't too friendly to ladies. And they both succeeded beyond their wildest dreams. Ella went on to release over 200 albums. And she was in movies, and she was on TV, and she won 13 Grammys. 13! Isn't that incredible? And lived to the age of 79. Marilyn, on the other hand, after becoming a huge movie star, died just at 36, becoming a forever young icon. And that friendship lasted for their whole life. How about that? Did you enjoy the Ella Queen of Jazz?
Na 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 na. Dua 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 dua. Ooh 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 ooh. Dua 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 dua. Can we put on some old jazz albums and dance around the living room now? Ooh ooh ooh.
Absolutely. I'm game. Are you game? Woo! All right, kid, we're going to take a little musical break here and, of course, come back because you know we're always going to have more
Kid time! Ooh, that's story time in case you don't speak owl. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Ooh, 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 ooh. You're getting really good. Ooh.